Hey everyone, it's Nico with Legacy Realty, your real estate agent and real estate advisor, and I hope you're all having a great day. As you can see, I forgot to take my coffee cup out of the scene. So today is sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts because America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' doesn't know that I am sponsoring them, so I'm gonna give them a shout out. If you know someone at Dunkin' Donuts, show them this video. Tell them to give me free stuff, free coffee. So that's my plug for Dunkin'. They're great. America runs on Dunkin'. If you haven't ever seen these videos, the reason why I do these videos is not to shout out Dunkin', although again, give me free stuff, but it is to mainly talk about real estate. What is going in the market? What's going on in our market? What does it mean to be a buyer, a seller, a homeowner, a real estate investor, all of these things. And so the reason why I do what I do is to teach, train, and educate, but it's also to make a difference in the lives of others through real estate. This career for me, it's not about just the money. It's actually about building relationships and becoming an advisor, a consultant to you guys. So that way you can, when you don't know the answer or the question, you know who to reach out to or actually what the answer is. So you can be the most informed buyer, seller, homeowner, or home investor out there. So today I want to talk about this monthly market update. I try to do these videos once a month, and the Denver Metro Association of Realtors, every single month, they actually put out a monthly market update looking at what the last month has been like in our market, in the Denver Metro market. And so I want to talk about that today. I want to digest it a little bit and talk about that with you. So the one thing is that I want to talk about is the market is changing. And many people just don't know what to do or what to think about it. As I talked about in my last video, it seems that the market is starting to cool off. People are paying attention. People are seeing that. And every month, like I said, the Denver Metro Association of Realtors puts these things out. So I want to talk about this. So I want to talk about where we were, where we are, and where we are going. So where we were in April 2022, we saw probably the peak of the seller season. We saw that sellers were actually eager to get their homes on the market, and during the prime time, and we saw that it was actually not the best time for buyers to be sitting on the sidelines to say, I'm going to wait until October to buy a home because of rising interest rates, because of just how crazy our market was. And so in the first half of the year, we actually saw unprecedented appreciation in homes too. So let's talk about then where we are. In May of 2022, we saw a tale of two markets. Even though we saw average close price decrease by about 1%, we still see that our market is still a hot market. The numbers represent a very hot market. You know, after so many months too of home appreciation, negotiations, bidding wars, we're actually seeing modest numbers, some sliver of a sign that our market is actually going towards a resemblance. It's inching forward towards a normal market, but we are very much still in a not normal market, a very hot seller's market. Inventory is still incredibly low. We actually saw a 13% increase in inventory from last month. So we saw 3,204 active homes go to 3,600 homes. And so this does not equal a lot of homes, and that's month's end. That doesn't mean that that's how many homes there were for the entire month, but this is still painfully low inventory. And the amount of homes need to be considered a neutral market where neither the buyer nor the seller have an advantage in the negotiations in the middle of a home transaction. The number that we need for that is actually about 32,000 homes. We need about 32,000 homes to be considered a neutral market where neither the buyer nor the seller have the advantage. And right now we are at 36, going into the month, we're at 3,600. So very much still in a seller's market. It's an unrealistic number that this is almost an unrealistic number to actually achieve. given that Denver historically has been a strong seller's market since the 70s, and any increase in inventory when the number is as close to zero as you can get is a dramatic increase. And so that drastic increase though will show a sign of an easing market. And another thing to keep in mind is that interest rates have been above 5% and will most likely remain above 5% in 2022. Last year they were at 2%, 3%, the lowest they've ever been. And even though we'll see them at 6% maybe, that's normal for what Denver has been. And that's actually a lot lower historically than the average interest rate in the United States. So that 6% might seem high because we've been at 2%, but it's still actually pretty low. So what does this mean then for buyers and for sellers? So where are we going? So if you're selling your home, it may be possible you have to readjust your strategy to continue to attract buyers. Your home might sit on the market for a few weeks. We've already started seeing homes sit on the market for a few weeks. That doesn't necessarily mean your realtor sucks. That doesn't mean your home sucks. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. It just actually means that the market is changing. So before you go and blame someone or blame something or blame yourself, take a bird's eye view of the situation, look at it and see what's going on. Maybe you do need to readjust your strategy, or maybe you need to communicate with your realtor, hey, we got to readjust our strategy. So the most important thing is communicate. If you're already if you're watching this video, you're already selling your home, communicate with your realtor. That's what you need to do, and strategize. So like I said, sellers who have their homes on busy streets, who have their homes, who have odd layouts of their home, and maybe you have deferred maintenance, your home could sit for a little bit. So for everyone else, what the key objective is to price right, stage well, and market well, and you will reap the rewards of still being in a seller's market, because buyers are still willing to pay a premium. So buyers, do not let rising mortgage rates scare you off. Rising mortgage rates can actually be your friend, especially if you're not as affected by some first-time home buyers who may lose all of their buying power, who may be disqualified. So it'll actually create less competition for you buyers. So don't let that scare you. If you can hold on, hold on. And so then if you're thinking of buying, the best thing you could do is meet with an agent, start talking to a lender, get pre-approved. And then, because waiting could actually mean interest rates going up, you lose buying power, you become less qualified, and start strategizing and be patient. So that's the monthly market update. If you guys have any questions, please reach out. I would love to talk with you. I would love to talk real estate. I would love just to hang out and actually get to know you too. So if you have, for whatever reason, reach out if you'd like. I would love to talk. Until next week, have a great week.